Electric golf trolleys are great. However, I'm willing to bet that any golfer that's ever used one has been caught out before when they've been using the trolley out on the course and they're talking to their friends and not really paying attention, and the trolley goes up an incline and... So if you're in the market for a new electric trolley, then the MGI Zip X1 is certainly worth considering, because it's a budget-friendly option that folds down nice and compact, and it has an integrated rear stabilizing wheel, which should hopefully mean that when you're out on the course and I figure out where the clip is, that it's less likely for the trolley to actually tip backwards and fall over. It's not guaranteed, but it's certainly going to help you in terms of stability. Now, I bought this trolley in the UK for £599, which is considerably cheaper than the alternative compact options from MotoCaddy and PowerCaddy. And in fact, I even got a free bag to transport the trolley in as well, which is always a nice touch because it means that you're not going to get all the mud and dirt and stuff in the boot of your car. You put it in the bag instead. So in this video, I'm going to let you know what I like and what I don't. Now, the X1 comes with an 18-hole battery, and it doesn't have any downhill control. That actually comes on other models which are a little bit more expensive. It comes with a USB charging port on the bottom, so you can charge your phone or your device when you're out on the course. And one of the main key features is that it does fold down nice and compact, and it's relatively easy to do so. So you can see here you've got a clip on the top which you undo, and then you've got a little clip at the bottom which you pull up, and when you do both of those it means it will fold in on itself and that front wheel folds underneath. Now, I'm not actually going to clip that top one yet, because if you pick it back up, well, then it hasn't yet locked into place. So instead what you need to do is fold over this top bag section, and there's a little clip on the front, and you push that down, clip that further forwards, and then you lock that bag in place, and that holds all of the trolley in place together. Now, the last thing you need to do is fold the rear anti-tip wheel in. So you've got a little clip on the bottom here, you pull that clip and then it locks into place. Now, you can, if you want to, then rotate these wheels round to make it as compact as possible. Now, if you want to, you could either leave the trolley in this horizontal position, or you can store it upright. However, that does then mean that it's resting on the back of the battery, so I wouldn't really recommend that, because I've already put a few scratches on the battery just by resting it in this position. One thing to note when it's all folded down is that there isn't really a carry handle for it. So generally I just pick it up by the frame. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that really, but that's how I do it. As I'm clipping these wheels back round the right way, one thing which I do notice here is the fact that you have a right wheel and a left wheel, and these big old stippers with left and right on them as well. Now, in the manual it says that you have to put the right wheel on the right side and the left wheel on the left side in order for the trolley to work properly. I don't know whether it won't work if you put them the wrong way round, or whether it will break the trolley, but they wouldn't say it for no reason. You can take the sticker off the wheel of the trolley if you want, because it does have a little R on the inside. So that's just me being lazy. Now you can see here that it is nice and easy to actually unfold the trolley. That clips back up there like that one, and then you push that in place and it locks in, and then you're good to go. Before I get into what this trolley is actually like to use out on the course, I would like to say that in terms of the overall design and kind of colorways and things like that, I'm not the biggest fan of the bright yellow wheels, and I'm not the biggest fan of this gloss look either. You've got this matte metallic frame section here, which is nice, but the handles are very, very glossy to look at. I don't think that it's a huge problem, but in my opinion, the MotoCaddy M1 or the PowerCaddy CT6 do look a little bit more premium. And the same goes for the display unit as well. So on this system, you have got a very simple LED screen, so it looks very basic. It is very basic. You have a number in the middle which tells you the speed that you've got, and then you have a green LED which can change to amber and red to let you know what the battery life is, and then you have another LED which turns on green when the trolley's in use and turns off when it's not. The handles are comfortable enough, and they're actually quite wide, so I don't have any issues with them, but the dial is, you know, a little bit plasticky, and you've got these two filled in buttons here which are clearly buttons for other models, and you don't have any use for them here. It doesn't look terrible, it just doesn't look amazing. Out on the course, this feels like a good electric trolley to use. And when you have that integrated rear wheel as well, it just gives you that extra bit of confidence that you're not going to tip the trolley over and that rear wheel is going to catch it. Something that I do like is the fact that the handle sits quite high. I'm 6 foot and this feels like a really comfortable position for me. The dial out on the course is responsive enough. It's not too sensitive. It's nice and easy to use. But when you're using this trolley out on the course, there is a feature that this one is missing. Now, when I get to the green, if it's a nice straight shot to the next tee box, I'll like to set the trolley on its way and it will stop after a certain distance. Unfortunately, you don't have that feature with the X1. You have to pay a little bit more money and go up to the X3. But just because this trolley is cheaper, you are actually getting quite a few features as standard that I didn't expect. You certainly don't get them in other trolleys. So for example, you've got a little flap here on the front, and then you can clip in the phone or GPS holder. That's included in the box. You don't have to pay any extra money for that. And you also have the ability to clip in accessories here on the side, and included in the box is the umbrella holder as well. Again, with other trolleys, that's usually an optional extra. You've also got a little scorecard clip here at the front, as well as a little slot for your pencil. There's a good amount of padding on the bag holders themselves, and they articulate nicely, so your bag can be nice and secure. The bungees aren't the thickest or the best quality that I've seen on an electric trolley, but they're doing the job absolutely fine. Now, when it comes to charging the battery, you've got a couple of options. The first thing that you can do is you can lift this flap, and then you can actually charge the battery while it's on the unit still. Now, I really like having that feature on an electric trolley, because on other ones where you don't have that feature and you have to take the battery off to charge it, well, then you can charge it indoors and then forget that you left the battery indoors. And the next time you go to play a round of golf, you forget to put the battery back on it. You get to the golf course, and now you've got a very expensive, rather heavy push trolley. Taking it off is nice and simple. You lift that flap there, and then it's as simple as popping it off the top. Now, as I said before, I'm not a fan of that battery being at the rear. It's kind of more exposed than other trolleys in this price category and this spec. But something that is quite nice with the battery is the fact that you get quite a fancy charger. So the charger will actually tell you the percentage left on the battery while it's charging it. And it also has a USB-C cable. So I suppose if you want to charge your phone or another device from the same plug while this battery is charging, then you can do, I guess. Putting the battery back on is nice and simple. You put it on the holes there, and then you push down and it's locked in, and the power automatically comes on. If you're finding this video helpful, please make sure you tap the like and subscribe buttons. And if you think that this is the trolley for you, then I have included any affiliate links down in the description below. And if you're the type of golfer that likes to get the most bang for their buck, then make sure you sign up to my free monthly golf deals newsletter, where I send out the best online golf deals that I find every month straight to your inbox. It takes 30 seconds to sign up, and I'll include the link in the description of this video. So overall, I am a big fan of this trolley. Yes, it doesn't have all the features that some of its competitors in this price range might have. However, it also has features that they don't have. And I'm a big fan of having that anti-tip wheel at the rear to give you the extra peace of mind and stability out on the course. Now, in terms of the alternatives, you've got the Moto Caddy M1 and you've got the Power Caddy CT6. Those are both their entry-level compact electric trolleys. So if you're wondering whether or not one of those trolleys might be better off for you instead, then you can check out this video right here, because I've actually bought all three and I've done a side-by-side comparison. If you found this video helpful, make sure you tap the like and subscribe buttons. It will really help support the channel. And let me know down in the comments what you think of the MGI Zip X1.